Hey, what's up everybody? It is the 10th day of my 30-day video challenge. Today I am prepping canvases for 2 custom orders that I have. I'm going to start out with the 8x10. So first things first, I always have to make sure I remove my rings because I don't want to be denting and scratching up my canvas. And then you just want to be really careful when you open these that you're not tearing into it, you're denting it all up. So I just use a little X-Acto knife. Again, carefully. If you're anything like me, you'll like to just kind of rip into things. I move so quickly that I get things pretty messed up pretty easily. So what I typically will do for these is kind of just sand them down a little bit. Try to get any like bumps and stuff off of it so I can have an even surface. Again, this kind of depends on what you're trying to paint. Like if you want to do some really fine details, you'll want to sand it down and prime your canvases, but there's certain things, like when I do my certain galaxy paintings, I won't do this if I want a more grainy texture. Brush it off. I usually like to do this outside, so, but I got a handy dandy little battery operated Ryobi that I take everywhere with me, so. All right, so to begin, I just like to shove it in here, kind of hold it steady. For these ones, you want to always keep it flat when you're priming them. I'm just using your basic acrylic liquitex gesso. And there's so many different ways that you can do this. Some people will, you know, squirt it on and then take their brush and push it outwards, like crisscross it, and keep adding to push it outwards. I've tried it that way and everything, but the best luck I've been having with it lately is, oh shoot, where's my spray bottle? One sec. I like to just mist it a little bit, and then I just go right in. Mist it, get any excess off. I just go right in with it. This one's going to be like a pack of wolves, like a mother and her wolf cubs. So I'll just use a putty knife and just kind of push it in. Get it in all the grooves. It doesn't have to be perfect on your first layer. You can always sand it down. It's always handy to have some paper towel with you so that you can wipe off any excess when the time comes. And everything I learned about painting, I learned pretty much off of YouTube. When I was young, I was rebellious. I didn't want to pay attention in all the wonderful art classes that were offered to me in high school. So when I got older, and continued with my art styles, YouTube was a complete blessing in learning how to do anything and everything I possibly ever needed to learn how to do. But my view when I was in high school was always had to rebel. I said, this is art. This is about expression. Why do I have to follow these rules? And I don't know if any of you are familiar with the Manistee High School art teacher at the time, Miss Herbal. She was amazing to me. You know, she allowed me to work on my artwork, my personal artwork, and bring it in, write down how many hours I spent on it, and grade me on that. So yeah, but I do wish, you know, that I had paid more attention and taken advice, because there's a lot of stuff now that I'm relearning because of it. So this is the first layer here. I usually do anywhere from 2 to 3 layers of gesso, depending on how it turns out. I want to keep it flat, of course. And then I will take my ruler and I will run it down to get it as level as possible. Okay, so you can lay this flat, keep this laid flat to dry. I'm gonna leave it on here because I don't need this for the next thing that I'm prepping. So you can lay this flat and let it dry, you know, overnight. That's typically what I'll do with them. Sometimes, you know, I'll use my blow dryer and just kind of dry it and give it a boost, so then I can continue with the next process. So, but yeah, so this video is kind of long. I'll probably make another one for the larger canvas that I'm doing. So yeah, we'll record this as we go and the little steps that I take and all that. So, and a little update on my therapy, if any of you have been following me and my video challenge. So I had my intake a few days ago and seemed to go really well and everything, except for at the end she sprung on me that I might not be able to be approved because I am already getting substance abuse counseling for through a different place. And so Catholic Human Services is primarily for substance abuse counseling, and I found out today that she did not get an approval from her boss to add me to her caseload for strictly mental health services. And she said that, you know, she could either refer me to Pine Rest or Community Mental Health or some other place, Old Town in Traverse City or something like that, which unfortunately, because I travel year-round, it causes a lot of complications with things like this in terms of being able to see people virtually. A lot of times, initially, they want you to come in and get set up in person, and that's just not feasible for me. So looks like I'm going to be looking for more options for therapy online. Probably try BetterHelp again, see what the pricing is for that. Bijou's freaking out right now, being cute, hanging upside down. But yeah, so if anyone has any other suggestions for me, I've gotten some good ones, you know. I do know that there's plenty of studying and stuff I can do online and things that I can work out on my own. And believe you me, I have tried, and I think I just need, you know, some assistance, and that's the whole point in seeking therapy. Helps me kind of commit to it. I've got a lot of other things right now that I'm trying to do and trying to work on, and obviously prioritizing my mental health is one of those things. I got all the workbooks and all the tools and stuff like that. I just, you know, it'd be good to have somebody to help me work through these things. People have said, you know, you can have a friend help you with the DBT, but the trouble with that is, like, I really don't have anybody to help me through the DBT. And at least not, you know, that I would feel comfortable with. The whole point of a therapist is kind of to have somebody with an objective view, I think is the word I'm looking for. Like somebody who doesn't know you, doesn't know about you, isn't gonna try and they don't have any bias, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So anyways, that's my little rant at the end of this beautiful canvas prepping video. It's a long one, y'all, so hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Monday and the rest of your week, and we will see you soon. Bye. Boop. Boop.